Hey guys, Joster here, welcome back to the channel. So this time I have the brand new Samsung S95B, also known as the new QD-Oled from Samsung. And in this video I'm going to focus more on gaming. I'm going to share with you some of the settings or some of the features this TV has for gaming, and also I'm going to share my personal settings, what I do when I game with HDR or also SDR right here on the Xbox and PlayStation 5. So if you like that kind of content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, be sure to check out my previous video where I show more about this TV, the unboxing, setup, and also my movie settings. That will be on my previous video. Alright guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Joster, and let's do this! This video is brought to you by Soundpeats and their new Free 2 Classic wireless earbuds, which features 8 hours of battery life per charge, superior sound delivered by 6mm diaphragm driver, Bluetooth 5.1, IPX5 waterproof rating, and multifunctional touch controls. You can buy them for $20 on Amazon, and I will leave a link in the description down below. Alright guys, so first I connected my Xbox Series X, and let's go into the Xbox settings. Right here we're going to jump into TV and display options, and we have different resolutions. For example, I have 4K, but you also have the option of 1440p, 1080p, and 720p. Now for obvious reasons, I'm just going to leave it for 4K right now. Also, refresh rate, we have 60 Hz or 120 Hz. I'm going to leave it at 120 Hz. Let's go and check out 4K TV details. We have almost everything with the green check mark, except for Dolby Vision for gaming and Dolby Vision, because this TV, Samsung, doesn't support Dolby Vision. But honestly, after seeing the picture quality this TV has to offer, I don't really need Dolby Vision. It looks magnificent. The highlights, the black levels, everything looks absolutely beautiful on this TV. So right here in general video modes, we have almost everything selected except for Dolby Vision, and also we have a variable refresh rate or FreeSync Premium. This TV does offer FreeSync Premium. Alright. Wow, this thing is so loud. I connected my Nakamichi soundbar. Oh no! Oh, I wanted to turn out the volume a little bit. Oh no! Yes! No! Shoot! Alright, well, first of all guys, let me tell you, this is super fast and responsive. I'm liking this a lot. There is no lag, no feeling of like a slowliness, nothing. I mean, look at this. It's so fast. Oh my god. Oh, so fast I didn't even see that guy. But yeah, colors look, oh my goodness, absolutely insane. I like the highlights. This is what I like the most. The highlights, HDR, looks fantastic. I like it a lot. Oh no! Oh, there you go. There you go. Is that another guy? Alright, so before I continue, let me go into the game bar. I want to show you some of the settings or the features that you get. And as I mentioned before, you press and hold the play button on the Samsung remote controller, and there you go. So right here we have standard mode. These are just game picture modes. Basically you get RPG, RTS, FPS, Sport, Custom. You can customize this, but honestly I really like standard. I think it looks beautiful, it looks bright, I like it. One thing I did notice is on the first option you have 3 different settings, the input like settings. You have the fast, faster, and then the fastest. So obviously right now I have the fastest selected, but for some reason it won't let me change this. I remember I was able to change this on the QN90B, but not in this TV. And the reason is because we have variable refresh rate on selected. I'm going to show you what happens when we turn VRR off, and then we're able to select that. So over here on the sound, I have my Nakamichi soundbar connected to this TV, and it sounds really good. I like it. Help guide, and then we have more game settings. Down here, I don't know if you guys can see right below, it has the FPS count, and then it says 120. HDR is on, and then we have VRR or FreeSync Premium is on. So that's pretty much it, what we get with this game bar. Let's see if we can go into the options from the game, and then we also have the video. we have the option of 60 frames per second or 120 frames per second. Let's change that to 120. All right, and then let's get some multiplayer, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about how this game runs with this TV. Let's do this. Okay, Gears 5 is a very dark game, but obviously with this TV everything looks so nice. Look at these highlights, look at this beautiful HDR, contrast, black levels, everything in combination with this game on this TV looks absolutely brilliant. Oh, I'm gonna get demolished right here. Oh, there you go. I knew it. But anyways, guys, this game looks totally different, especially now that we can see this highlights and this black levels, the OLED and the quantum dot. My god, colors stand out so nicely. Look at this. Beautiful contrast, the black levels. You're gonna love playing Gears again, especially with this TV. Looks absolutely a beast. Let me see if I can help my teammates. These guys are really good. I haven't played Gears in a long time, but man, I'm just admiring the whole levels. Look at this. Oh my god. Alright guys, so somebody requested gameplay of this game. This is the Division 2, and look at this. Oh my goodness, so many details. I forgot how good this game looked. The resolution, it's 4K, and I believe I'm running this with a 120 FPS mode. Let me just double check. Yes, 120 FPS, HDR is on, freezing premium is on. Although this game does not run natively at 120 FPS, I believe this is locked at 60. It still runs very smooth, very smooth, very responsive, very fast, no screen tearing. I mean, you guys are gonna love this. Also, HDR stands out really nice. Although this area is, I mean, I can't really show you this area much, but yes, HDR stands out really nice. Oh my god, look at this. I will tell you, highlights look amazing in this game, and once it's getting darker, you're gonna start seeing even more of that. Looks so nice. Highly recommended. Alright guys, so finally I wanted to check Cyberpunk 2077. This game has received so many updates already, and I think the game looks really good. Very sharp. I think the game now does look like next gen game. It looks really nice. But I remember when I was playing, for example, in this area on my LG C1 Oled, I remember it looked really dark. It looked too dark. There's some scenes I could not see. And with this to be, obviously it's brighter and I could see a lot more detail, especially in this area since it's so dark. And yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. I think it looks fantastic. Maybe you may not be able to see what I'm seeing in the camera. That's why I'm describing you. But it is an eye opener. That's what I can tell you. It is an eye opener because there's more details now that you can see, especially in shadow details. This is so nice. I love it. Alright guys, so let's go into the settings. Let's press setting button right here on the remote controller. Let's press up and let's go into all settings. Now I'm using game mode for obvious reason. Every time that you connect a console on this TV, it will jump automatically to game mode. Let's go into expert settings. But now let me tell you something. If you don't want to use game mode for some reason, you just don't want automatically to go to game mode, let's go to game mode settings, and then we can have this one on automatic, or we can just turn it off if you don't want to. Okay, so right here to go into game mode settings, we're gonna go into connection. All right, and then down to the game mode settings options. This other menu also gives you access to surround sound, for example, dynamic black equalizer. Game Motion Plus is only available when I turn off VRR. I will show you just a little bit. And then we have HDR tone mapping here, and I have this one turned on, it does make a difference. If you turn it off, it actually looks a little bit brighter, but I don't like the colors. I like it like this better. HDR. This is the HGIG, pretty much the standard for HDR gaming, and I think it does look better. Some games look worse than others, so I just turn it on, and then you might want to check out what type of game you're playing. And let's go into a picture right here. Let's go into the expert settings. So brightness 50, contrast 50, sharpness, I don't know why I have it at 10, but honestly I've noticed this trend with Samsung TVs that sharpness is at 10, but for the most part I just remove sharpness. You don't need that extra sharpness on this type of games. Color is at 30. I like it like that. Tint is in the middle. Contrast enhancer, this one is on high. Let me see if it makes any difference. Oh my goodness, it gets really dark when you turn this off. If you want to have some highlights and some brightness, I recommend it to have this one on high, although I think well, I think depending on what type of game you're playing, but I think, you know, on turn off it looks nice too. I'm just gonna leave it in low, because high I think is just way too bright. But my god, high looks nice too. Decisions, but I'm just gonna leave it to low right now. But in the end, this is going to be your own choice. Remember guys, these are my own personal settings. Everything changes depending on which each person, so highly recommend just to try them out. If not, just go with whatever you like the best. Okay, so on color tone I usually go for warm. I'm so used to warm. Every time if I choose either standard or cool, I think it's just too much blue inside the picture. It looks too cold. I like it in warm. That is my personal choice. Let's go down here to gamma. No, everything is left like that. Shadow detail, same. Color space, this makes a huge difference. So have it in normal. I think it looks nice. Let's jump into automatic. Okay, no, definitely normal looks so much better. Let's jump into native. Okay, native. Okay, so native does have some oversaturation in colors. If you like a colorful picture, definitely go to native. But what I notice is that colors look just a little oversaturated. Like, this is totally optional. This is just your own taste. Automatic, I think it's like the worst one, even though it looks more natural, I guess. But you see, this is video games. I don't want it to look natural. I want it to look colorful and to stand out. So I think normal is in the middle between auto and native. So that is just my choice. But if you want it to stand out a little bit more, go for native. All right, I'm gonna leave it at normal right now, and then let's go peak brightness. Obviously peak brightness I'm going to choose all the way high because I want HDR to stand out. It looks super nice, and that's pretty much it. Those are the settings that I'm using while gaming with HDR, and I can honestly say that they look fantastic. Okay, so now for SDR, things are almost identical, but there are some things that do change. So let's go into the settings real quick. Let's jump into the settings. And I'm also using game mode for obvious reasons. I'm playing a game, you want the lowest input lag, use game mode. Let's go into brightness. So brightness, I have this one at 40 because SDR, the picture tends to be a little bit more brighter, but then the colors get all washed out. So I kind of lower it to 40. You can increase it if you want to. Contrast is at 50, sharpness is at 0, color is at 30. Let's go over here in contrast enhancer. I have this one on high. I feel like on high looks nice, but when you turn this off, I feel like the colors look so much better, to be honest. So maybe what you can do is just turn this off. You don't really need it, but if you want a bright picture or something that stands out, you can have it in high. But honestly, I feel like if I turned contrast enhancer off in SDR, colors do look much better. That's what I noticed. Okay, so let's go. Color tone is on warm 1, same as in HDR. Shadow details is at 0. And color space, this is super important to have this one in native, because in normal everything looks so dull. Colors, they do not stand out, and same with automatic. I think automatic is the worst one. So when played with SDR, native is the way to go. If you want a punchy, colorful colors and the overall picture, native is the way to go. So those are the picture settings that I'm using. Peak brightness is on high. Forgot to mention that. Yes, just leave it on high, because otherwise you will get a very dull picture. So picture one is brightness is on high, and that's pretty much it. So those are the settings that I'm using while gaming with SDR, and look at this. It looks magnificent. I really like it. Alright guys, so finally I'm gonna show you a little bit gameplay of Horizon Forbidden West on the PS5. And there's one thing I like about this TV, obviously from Samsung, is that Game Motion Plus. And what happens is that this game does offer you two gameplay settings or visual settings. It has the, right now I'm using the favor resolution and also favor performance. So obviously in performance it runs at 60 frames per second, and it feels very smooth, but some people don't like it. They still prefer resolution performance over performance. So what happens is that resolution, it is locked to 30 frames per second, which is, it is kind of odd coming that this game is a brand new game on the PlayStation 5, but that's how it is. So that is where Game Motion Plus comes in. And let me go into the settings real quick and let me show you what happens here. Let's go press play. So the game bar is open. Now right here on the input lag, we do have the faster and fastest option. Now we choose fast, then now we can open the Game Motion Plus window. Now also notice that VRR is turned off at the bottom. It says that it's turned off. So let's go into Game Motion Plus. It is now open, and then Motion Plus is turned on. These settings, you can play around with them, but this is how I like them. Blur reduction to 0, and then judder to number 6. This is how I like them. It feels good, it feels very solid, and it also gives you the illusion that this game is sort of running at 60 FPS, something like that. But it does look better, and that is what pretty much Game Motion Plus does. Alright guys, so those are my settings. Those are some of the gameplay that I have here on this Samsung TV. Now obviously, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I will be happy to help you out. If you want to see any other game or some kind of gameplay, let me know too. I don't have every single game available, but I'm trying to do my best to see what other games you guys would like to see. Oh, what the heck? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna... But yeah, this game looks also fantastic right here on this TV, guys. I'm really enjoying it right now, having a lot of fun. So if you're looking for a gaming TV and you don't know which one to get, or maybe you want a TV that has great black levels, great picture performance, bright and everything, this is it. This is the best combination that you're going to find right now available in the market. So thank you so much for stopping by. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm Jolster, and I'll be seeing you soon. Jolster out.